Hello and welcome back to the Boston Commune.
This week's incredulous installment will feature commentary from Comrades Scott, Joe, Ellie, Binx, and myself. For news, we cover yet another morose climate report, the infrastructure pump fake, knife-edge economy, Andrew Cuomo's ostentatious decline, and Ted Cruz's testimonial tantrum. Ellie then tells a tale of serpentine cargo. And finally, we turn to Binx for a breakdown of the contention at the DSA National Convention.
Please do us a favor, share this content, do yourself a favor, enjoy your Epoch.
As a New Yorker, I am a Muslim. As a New Yorker, I am Jewish. As a New Yorker, I am black. I am gay. I am disabled. I am a woman seeking to control her health and her choices.
Get all your wiggles out.
Oh, I'm wiggling. Joe, get your wiggles out. Get your worm out. Don't get your worm out.
Unless it's a literal worm.
Yeah. Talk about the climate report. What is it?
Weekend, we're all doomed.
IPCC?
Yeah.
Again, we were always all doomed.
The planet is on fire, and now
How about yours?
the UN has basically said that we only have 5 years to overthrow capitalism, or the continued long-term existence of humanity is pretty much toast.
Toasted.
So,
Yeah, but the long-term existence of humanity was always pretty much toast.
5 years. That's all we got.
5 years.
We got 5
Yeah.
years.
I don't know how many more fucking times I can hear the exact same headline with just like another decrease in the number.
I appreciate
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Ziggy Stardust lyrics.
We knew this like fucking 50 years ago. We did
Yeah.
Nothing.
Joe, say that again. Say your morose bullshit again. No, I was kidding.
kind of weird for me to think about. Like, I wouldn't even be 30 by the time we're all fucked.
Wait. I thought it was like
Congrats.
we have 5 years to fix shit, or else we're all doomed. Is that not?
Yeah,
what it
but
was?
like realistically, I don't realistically see
Gross.
a scenario in which it is possible for us to overthrow global capitalism in that little time.
Well, but if they're wrong though, whatever. Sorry.
Wrong in like that we have
You're
less time, or wrong
making me-
that we have more time.
It's such a like us
Well, it isn't an exact
centric
science.
view to have though. Like if we do nothing, we personally will not all be dead in 5 years. But
I'm
like
not saying that like
the
we
world
shouldn't
will
do
be
anything.
uninhabitable. How many years after that? Like who fucking cares? We're literally destroying the Earth.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't do anything. I'm just saying the odds are really hopeless, but that's furthermore reason to keep trying anyways, because
I'm saying that
we have nothing left
humanity
to
in
lose.
general, this is evidenced by the fact that nothing has changed. If that weren't the case, something would have changed. We would not be on the worst case scenario track consistently towards the global extinction event. We are doing worse than the projections. That's pretty impressive. So I guess that we have that. We're good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good at
Yeah.
fucking
Number
things up.
one, baby.
Planet, humankind, number one. We're destroying its own planet.
We're the best on Earth.
Yeah, at destroying Earth.
Conveniently, we are the only well,
That's why I'm convinced that we're the only, like, if there were other, like, advanced life at this point, like, they wouldn't bother to just, like, want to deal with us, because, like, humans can't get their fucking shit together. Why do we want to deal with that? They're like the
I mean,
drug
how
house
hilarious
pets
would that be,
that
though?
you can't get rid of.
They showed up and then they're like, "We're gonna fix your planet."
No. Imagine being a member of some species that was like in like a neighboring galaxy. Maybe you have a very slow metabolism and you get to actually comprehend what's happening here in such a way that like within a lifetime, you just watch humans like arise out of the dust and then just fucking destroy the Earth. Just like Industrial Revolution, and then everything dies, and then that's it.
Makes me wonder
That would be like a black comedy of literally
Yeah. No, really.
planetary
It's like
proportions.
like a bunch of aliens bet on like humanity will succeed, and then they have to run away from their loan sharks and shit. I think it would be fun. Thank you, Joe. Someone. Thank you.
You know, I saw this morning in the Guardian there was an op-ed headlined if Dante filmed the Inferno on his iPhone, this would be it.
Did you see what the Australian Prime Minister has basically said? They're not going to do anything. They're just going to wait for technology to be invented to take care of the problem, which is actually doing something, motherfucker. But anyways.
We just need like 85 more of those trash wheels that live in the Baltimore Harbor.
I mean, we could do Robert Downey Jr.'s idea of sending in a bunch of like tiny robots to clean up the atmosphere.
Tiny atmosphere robots.
Geoengineering.
I don't want to add
idea.
another layer of sadness to this, but it's like, because we have developed this mode of production that like everything is just plastic garbage. Like, even if we destroy the planet, there will be no record of it ever happening because, like, all of our buildings are just, like, unstable. Everything is built out of the lowest grade concrete we can fucking afford. Everything is made of synthetic plastic. There will be no record of our self-destruction because the quality of our products that we use to achieve that self-destruction is just so subpar. It'll be like we never fucking existed.
Cool.
Good riddance.
Yeah, fuck humans.
Yeah, fuck us.
Fucking dorks.
At least we're good at something. We're good at fucking up so hard that nobody will even notice we were there.
If you're gonna fail big. Fail so big that you erase
Fail
yourself.
so big that nobody even knew you were there in the first place.
Yeah. We're doing ourselves the dignity of not being embarrassed by our own hubris.
Yeah.
To future generations, to future
It's like when you
species.
commit suicide, like, do it in such a way that, like, the cleaning crews don't have to come and, like, scrape brains out of your...
You know, I've
Like,
been making jokes along those lines that started at Pfizer like 3 years ago.
Jump off
Actually,
the building
two-
with candy in your pockets.
It's like,
Vaporize
I'll
yourself.
go like shoot myself in the hallway so I don't make a mess of the conference room.
Hunt yourself
Very considerate
into
of you,
the
Joe.
sun.
Oh, God,
That's
okay.
basically what I said after the 2-hour PowerPoint about how to lie to the FDA.
Yeah. Well, 5 years. That's
That's
all
all
we
we
got. 5 years. My brain hurts a lot. Joe, do we want to move on to what the meek and feeble humans are doing on this planet that is dying with Congress and the infrastructure bill?
I love that you pronounce it InFULstrcuture.
Infrastructure.
InFULstrcuture.
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
There we go. So yeah, it's
Infrastructure.
basically a giant heaping
You
like
ass.
pile of dog shit right now. It's basically what's going on. InFULstrcuture, that's even better.
Phil Spector. Yeah.
My best friend's younger brother is named Phil, so that's actually funny.
Tell us about. Okay, first of all, this isn't like the bill. What the hell were you talking about?
So actually, well, there are two
It's
bills.
not Bill Cosby. This is Little Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too
Little
soon
Bill.
for a fucking
this is gonna
Cosby
be-
crack.
Our,
All right.
our humor's
okay.
off tonight, guys.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
So this is like the bipartisan piece of shit infrastructure bill, which is being touted as a $1 trillion bill, but it's actually a $552 billion bill with like $500 billion in unused COVID spending from the CARES Act that's being lumped in because they can't be bothered to spend actual money. And this is basically like what Kyrsten Sinema wanted to do. Like,
What?
I don't know if you guys saw that photo like circulating of like everyone was making like jokes about how it had like cringe theater kid vibes about like her like grabbing Rob Portman's arm. But like
Yeah, what was that
piece
about?
of shit bill, it's basically kind of like backdoor like privatization of major infrastructure, spending a little bit of money on like infrastructure, but like it's kind of privatizing a lot of it. And then this is being used to like tee up like a $3.5 trillion budget blueprint that will actually be like real infrastructure shit and like healthcare spending, climate change, and whatever that Bernie was able to get because he's better at negotiating than apparently anybody else in Congress.
Or they just don't care.
That's largely because most people in Congress are just hopelessly incompetent.
Or they just don't care.
I mean, this is what happens when you get like nepotism for like 2, 3 generations going.
Yeah, they're
Is that-
incompetent because they don't care.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
incompetent and they don't care.
The winning
It
combination.
all circles back to that. So what they're doing right now is currently they're doing like what is called a vote-a-rama. So basically they're just voting on random bullshit for whatever bullshit the senator wants to force a vote on for like the next 12 to 16 hours. And they've already held like a vote on like trying to like ban implementing the Green New Deal or like ban federal funding for like critical race theory or ban funding to middle schools that want to implement mask mandates. It's all this weird, useless bullshit, and they do this for like 12 to 16 hours at a time. This is what happens with reconciliation bills at the beginning.
Oh, God.
Where the Senate has to deal with like 12 to 16 hours of just constantly voting nonstop on just pointless bullshit of whatever shit a senator wants to force a vote on.
They're just like pounding energy drinks.
Yeah, pretty much.
So our government is, as a point of fact, broken.
Bernie Sanders like really like thrives in that kind of environment of like just constantly like hammering out amendments because he's the only one who's actually paying attention. And it's like, wait, how the fuck does this happen? Well, you weren't paying attention. You just inserted X language into this amendment and you voted for it without paying attention to what's going on. And now you have like an extra $4 billion going to community healthcare centers.
You got punked.
You got
Pretty
punked.
Yeah, that's pretty much how those things kind of go. And it's a bunch of speeches.
It sounds awful.
Even I get too bored for it half the time. And I'm like a nerd for this shit usually.
God.
It's like
Pretty lousy government we got there.
Was this on C-SPAN?
Yeah,
Yes.
Joe, are you pounding energy drinks to watch the C-SPAN?
Please.
Well, I'm pounding energy drinks just to function, so
yes.
So yes.
even though I'm slowly trying to like lower my Dunkin' Donuts intake from like really, really dangerous to like mildly unhealthy.
Hazardous.
The perfect
It's progress.
gray zone, yes.
It's progress. It's funny. I'm so routine now that like the Dunkin' Donuts and the gas station like 800 feet from where I live. I come into the gas station to get dunks like on my way to work. They don't even have to ask me anymore what I want. They just look at me and they start making the coffee.
Did they know your name?
Same here, but
Nope.
for some reason, because they've done it so many times, they know that I want a coffee roll, but they always forget to fucking give it to me. So they always charge me for it, but they never give it to me.
I wish they did that.
They just
I
assume
need
they've
that.
already done it.
They go back in there with like 85 receipts and be like, look,
No, because I'm like actually not a dick about it, and I stand there in the queue, and then they're like, did you want the coffee? God damn it.
yeah,
And
you
then they
just sit
chide
there.
each other, and then
That's what I do.
and then like yesterday, I got a free glazed stick out of it. So you know what? Nice guys don't always finish last, baby. So I see a free donut. Oh my god, my life is just
sweet. It's
fucking
like
sad.
way much.
Sorry.
It's depressing.
This is way easier than mine right now.
But you don't have 4 cats. You only have 2.
Joe, what did Congress do?
So yeah, they're dithering around on this shit. They have to deal with the fact that the government's gonna run out of money in October. The debt ceiling needs to be raised before October if we want to avert like a near immediate disintegration of
Goddamn.
the entire global economy.
Fucking debt ceiling. So boring.
Too low.
So
Too
fucking
damn low.
boring.
We got the
Cares?
worst town
Just
in
default
the
on it. Who
country
gives a
to
shit?
take care of our money.
That's because all of the exchange rates, pretty much all global trade is done like pegged to US dollars. And if we default on our debt, our credit rating gets downgraded, and if that happens, the entire global economy
So
goes
this
to
happens.
shit.
Arbitrary garbage rules.
Joe, stop with the tapping.
It's me,
I think it's
dude.
just me, actually.
Oh, sorry.
Motherfucker.
Jeez, way
Keep it
to
tapping.
assume. I don't even have a pen
What?
in this room.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm packing it in. This is the only way that I can, like, soothe myself. This is, like, my security blanket is cancer. Alright?
At least you're choosing
that.
how you go.
Yeah.
And it's nice and clean. Nobody
I think
will
I've
have to
already-
clean up your brains.
I've already had 4 teeth pulled. So, yes, the consequences are immediate, and they are just ravaging my fucking face.
Ooh,
Anyways,
makes me feel better about
speaking of
everything
the
happening.
happiest things that I've ever talked about, breaking news. We did get a 4th cat. and named him Sabotage, like the anarchist
Wait,
cat.
you named the cat Sabotage?
We did.
It's a sabotage.
Listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage.
And I'm not going to lie, it doesn't matter what happened this week, how much cancer I'm going to get, how much cold medicine I had to take to not want to kill myself. The amount of joy that this little guy will bring into our lives is unmeasurable, immeasurable.
Yeah.
I would kill
Cannot
myself
be
basically
measured.
every time I look at the work car, but like that's neither here nor there.
That sounds like you need a big pile of cats.
Yeah, Joe.
That's my
Probably.
prescription.
If I was a doctor,
Get your RX sheet out. Big pile. Oh,
bunch o' kitten.
Cats.
Yeah.
rip it off. Hand it to you.
It's your
Power
brain.
I can't
Cats.
believe it's not
It's your
cats.
spiritual plane. You're just ascending.
Power, yeah. You need a bunch of cats
It's
to
a
watch
big
Jupiter
double, I
Ascending
can't
with.
believe it's not cats and it's just fur.
I create cats
Yeah.
and I destroy
I create life!
them.
Yes.
After we're all gone, the cats are still going to be
I am
here.
deaf.
Yeah.
They'll find a way.
A planet of
They're gonna
cats and
eat you.
cockroaches.
They will eat
We're gonna
us.
eat you, and there will not be anything for anybody to clean up, so it'll be a win.
Pile of bones.
Pile of bones. Can we talk about Cuomo now? I wanna
Yeah.
talk about Cuomo.
Yeah.
We talk about Cuomo sexual.
Joe off.
You begged me to do it!
I don't know if you guys know this, but Cuomo
we have
is
an answer to how many
black,
people do you have to
he's
sexually
gay.
harass to do this job? It's 11.
he's Jewish. It's a lot of things that I didn't even know.
He's not a pervert, he's just Italian.
He's a lesbian.
There you go. My governor is, what is it? He may be a liar, a pig, a communist, but he is not a sexual harasser.
But yeah, Cuomo, in a surprising turn, Mr. Cuomo, Andy, our beloved, he resigned. Fuck him. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Fuck that
I was
guy.
mildly surprised by that because I just kind of assumed that the Democratic
Bye-bye.
assembly was just gonna not have the stones to try to impeach him because Democrats, they're the lib distracts that they've always been. They just kind of cave.
Yeah. And Cuomo has been their boy for the last
He's
year.
been there for a
But
solid
the thing
decade.
is, in the state of New York, you don't get to chill out while they do the investigation. If you get impeached, you're out while the investigation is going. So the only way for him to not end up having to step out, at least temporarily, was to go back in fucking time and not grab a titty or do whatever he did.
Well, it's also surprising because he's part of a political dynasty in New York. I mean, his dad was a governor for a long time.
He built that fucking bridge.
Yeah, and his
He
brother's
did. I mean,
on
that's the
whatever
famous thing
that.
that Cuomo. That's what Cuomo was famous
Yeah, and his
for.
brother's on CNN.
Is that he built the bridge.
I want to see somebody fucking grill Chris Cuomo about this on CNN because of all those little features they did.
I think he's been on vacation because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Convenient opportunity for him to claim conflict of interest and just not do the segment for once.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think somebody did recently slam him for being shitty. I'm not sure who it was. For not
He's just Italian.
yeah.
Somebody body
I mean-
slammed.
Yeah. Somebody should
Somebody hit him with a folding chair.
We're all allowed to body slam the Cuomos now.
Somebody called him,
I want to see Ellie hit someone with a
what was the
folding
thing? What was it? Frodo or
Well,
whatever.
you give me a folding chair and I'll make it happen, Joe.
Oh.
Hashtag body slam the Cuomos.
No mo
Body slam the
Cuomo.
Pope.
I mean, I have plenty of folding chairs here at the house.
You do?
Cool.
What do you
Yes.
do? Live in a conference hall? What are you talking about?
Didn't Chris Cuomo threaten that guy by being like, "Well, it'd be a shame if you fell down the stairs or something."
There's some nice stairs. Be a nice shame if you fell down them.
My grandparents are very weird people. That's the answer to why we have folding chairs.
All right.
They're just weird people.
What a bizarre
Anyways.
news segment that was. Okay. Climate change is going to kill us all, and we're still doing bullshit. And what is Kyrsten Sinema's deal? Seriously. What's her deal?
She's a
I don't get
fascinating
her.
character study. She initially ran for Congress in 2002, and she was a super aggro, Green Party candidate. And she was
I don't believe this.
really playing up the fact she was.
You know who's a
She
trot?
was really
She's the
playing up the
fucking
fact
trot.
she was bisexual when that was, I guess, a politically controversial thing. I don't know. In the early 2000s, I was.
Dude, George
was,
Bush
though,
did.
it
Yeah,
was.
no, George Bush won in 2004 because of the gay marriage issue. So yes,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a big deal.
I have learned this from ER.
She went from being like an aggro, like Green Party candidate in 2002 to like a blue dog in 2008 when she finally did make it into Congress. And she's been getting like steadily worse and worse and worse. Like, I want to be the shittiest person in Congress by the age of 40 kind of vibe.
But look cute doing it.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Showing up in those cute little outfits and giving the peace sign when you're voting down workers' rights and healthcare for people. Dude, girl boss.
You want something weird? I don't know, maybe not. But Kyrsten Sinema, she wrote 2 books. And in 2009, she wrote this book called Unite and Conquer.
Oh, dear God, I'm already like feeling cringed.
And the synopsis describes it as, what the hell?
You got Oreos, you got milk. Why don't you just put them together?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So, old school divide and conquer tactics, demonizing opponents, frightening voters, refusing to compromise, may make us feel good about the purity of our ideals, but it's no way to get anything done. Worse, this approach betrays some of the most cherished ideals of the progressive movement: inclusion, reason, justice, and hope. Illuminated by examples from her own work and a host of campaigns across the country, Kyrsten Sinema shows how to forge connections, both personal and political, with seemingly unlikely allies and define our values, interests, and objectives in ways that broaden our range of potential partners and expand our tactical options. With a reverent humor.
I put a gun in my mouth from boredom.
Enthralling campaign stories and solid practical advice, Sinema enables us to move past politics as war and build support for progressive causes on the foundation of our common humanity.
I don't even know what to do with that. I don't even know what to do with that degree of problem.
Dude, okay.
I'm used to the boilerplate, like, bullshit PR that politicians write, but I don't even know what the fuck to do with that.
Politics is about exacting power.
Politics is not about, like, struggling over, like, material resources. It's about finding common ground with Rob Portman and Joe Manchin and whoever the fuck else is from Arizona these
I have
days.
a theory. I think Kyrsten Sinema was synthesized by fucking Washington Post AI. Like,
Yep.
there's no way an actual human being could develop those opinions on their own.
I could see that.
She's an experiment.
Of the mainstream newspapers, like the liberal newspapers, they are definitely the most obsessed with the deficit. And that's like Kyrsten Sinema's big thing the last 3 years has been the Washington Post does. And Kyrsten Sinema's been obsessed with the deficit since like 2018.
It's fucking losers and their deficit.
Well, that's because they can't explicitly say we don't want to actually spend money helping poor people.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, Ted Cruz is really upset.
Oh, that Ted Cruz's speech the other day, that was fucking hilarious. I came home from work and watched it on C-SPAN, and I was dying laughing just from how absurdly stupid it was. I mean, a grown-ass adult on the floor of the Senate screaming, "It's a trap.
It's a trap!" This is a trap. This is a trap. And you've got Republicans happily running, going, oh, he's going to keep the football. He's going to keep the football. And every time Lucy pulls the football back, there's no learning in the second kick from a mule. It's a trap!
Unironically screaming, "It's a trap," because we're spending money on roads is the most absurdly funny thing in the world.
I'll have to put that clip in post.
Yeah, do it.
Especially when he's standing next to a chart with like the actual character from Star Wars, and I'm like, why is this happening?
What?
Admiral Snack Bar.
Yes, that actually happened on the floor of the Senate this week.
I'm pretty sure that meme was developed to depict
No, I watched the C-SPAN clip.
Yeah, but dude, I was on 4chan 15 years ago. And that meant something else.
It happened a couple days ago.
Anyways, who cares?
Yeah, don't search for it.
Yeah, don't.
You are legally barred from searching for this.
The Epoch
listener, if you're listening, okay, I see you.
Does not endorse.
I'm gonna arrest you. Straight to jail.
No.
Straight. Society has come away since then. I don't know if 4chan has. Probably still doing the same dog shit that they were back then, but...
They got closed down, they turned into 8chan, and they turned into 32chan.
They turned into 8chan. 8chan is its own thing.
They created 8chan.
Is there like 42chan now then?
No, 8chan is... Okay, never mind.
42 is not divisible by 8, dude. Is it?
It is now.
It all started with 2chan, but it was just 2.ch.
Oh my God. They're multiplying.
I didn't know that.
They're multiplying.
73 chans.
I'm bad at math, okay? Deal with it.
Okay, hold on.
Joe, it's fine. I said
like,
73. I don't think that's divisible by anything.
It's 5.25 is what you get when you divide 42 by 8. Sorry.
I said 42. I thought I said 40.
This is really just riveting conversation.
We're all in the dumps tonight. Anyways, let's move on to Lerf. What's up?
Lerf.
Leif Erikson, radical feminists. What's up?
What's up, y'all?
You guys are in the dumps, but I'm listening to a song called Foot Stomp Aborticide. So
Aborticide.
Aborticide.
That is an awesome word. Anyways, bring us this week's Aborticide. Bring us a song. Your Aborticide. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm Ellie, and this is fuck. I can't ever do this right. I'm Ellie. You can't make this. You can't make this.
You can't. You just can't.
You can't do it. You can try.
Good morning.
Not allowed.
Sunday morning.
Not gonna. It's not gonna work.
You can mess it up with
Yeah, it's just a quick one this week. Just a quick one. I'm just gonna paste it here, and we'll have a quick laugh, and then I'll be done. Yeah.
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane, y'all. Just one snake.
Snakes on a plane. Snake on a plane. Doesn't sound as good. Doesn't sound as good.
I know. Snake near a plane? I don't know. I mean, our listeners will not be able to see this, unfortunately, but
snake in proximity of plane.
It's like a little video on this
story about
article.
A snake in Austria that bit a guy in the ass.
That's actually funnier, I think, because I never saw snakes on a plane, and I was told it was not that good.
Oh, it sucks.
Scott's probably the person who told me that.
Yeah, it's unbearable. No, I don't think we've ever talked about snakes. No, oh shit, I think it was you. Joe, what the fuck? It was that tackle. Anyways.
That was immeasurable joy.
It's fine. The snake, the Indian snake was just a rat snake.
Yeah, it wasn't even venomous, so it wouldn't have hurt anybody. But
It was
I don't know.
Safe Wrigley boy.
You should watch the video because it's pretty cool. I don't know. I just like watching. It's a cool snake. I don't know. It's all wriggling. Yeah, wriggling all around.
Oh, this video is immediately loud and distressing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had my the audio turned off on the thing. Yeah, that's like the whole story. There was a fucking it didn't even get. Well, I guess it got in the cargo hold, and this is in India.
Look at that guy go.
Snakes are around in India.
I feel like this is a more normal phenomenon than
Right up, boy.
one
Wow, what a climber.
might be
What a
he climbs.
climber.
privy
It's
to.
cool.
Look at him.
That's why you should watch the video. He goes
that
right.
sounds-
He just fucking
That
climbs.
sounds more
Dude, he's
run-of-the-mill than the
moving.
story I was talking about.
That guy
there
is
was
moving. Look at his ingenuity. Look at the way he climbs. Oh my god, I love him.
There's like a snake in Austria that climbed up through a drain and bit a guy in the ass who was on the toilet.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, snakes are the best. That's like a
Snakes
whole
are
other
just,
category.
you know what? Climate change is here to take us out and give the planet to its rightful hosts. Snakes.
The snakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The symbolism there is a little
They're cold-blooded,
disturbing, given that
I, for one, support our new snake underlords.
Underlords?
Yeah, they're
They
in
rule
your
from
toilet.
below us.
They
all the
come out of your toilet.
anti-fascist imagery depicts cats of various shapes and sizes killing snakes. So if we're gonna go out in a hail of self-induced
Fireballs.
fire, then
Let the Wiggly Boys have their time. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still Ellie, and you
Still can't make it up.
You couldn't have made... That's still my ringtone. I changed that to my ringtone, just so you know, Jesse. The the version. The hypothetical version. Anyway, yeah, that was cool. Let's talk to Binx now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Binx!
We all belong to an organization called the Democratic Socialists of America. And they had a national convention last week, and our Comrade Binx was at this convention, and they're going to share what was discussed. Binx, you have the pod.
All right. So the convention was super fun. I will be gracious. Some really good stuff happened in our consent agenda. Resolutions for like a national committee for reparations to Black people that passed. Mass campaign for voting rights passed, which is great because as we see across the country, there's just an onslaught of fucking voter suppression laws, especially in my home state, Texas.
Explain to the listener what a consent agenda is.
Yeah, so a consent agenda is essentially like before the convention really started, they sent out an email, was like, what do all of y'all prioritize the most? And the stuff that the most number of people prioritized became the consent agenda, as if saying, like, we have received unanimous consent on these resolutions, so there's no reason to, like, debate them, essentially. But 2 of the resolutions actually were removed from the consent agenda at the beginning because people wanted to debate them, and I will discuss how that went.
Juicy.
Oh, yeah,
Spicy.
very
This is
juicy.
where the meat.
Yeah, when we get to the debates, like, it gets real spicy. But yeah, the consent agenda was good vibes, eco-socialist for a Green New Deal, committing to internationalist solidarity, tenant organizing.
Wait a second.
What?
Internationalist solidarity, including Cuba, right?
Right?
Hold on, wait, let me flip through my notes. I did take notes physically.
While Binx is looking at their notes, I can note that the consent agenda also contains something that is going to let all of the harassment and grievance officer or similar, basically across the country, talk to each other, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gonna clean up this org.
Not like we were like.
Let's have all the HGOs prepared notes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like derail the whole
Yeah.
thing. I just heard some things
Some
that made
rumors?
me not so proud
Oh.
to represent.
Yeah, the international solidarity stuff had somewhat to do with the Sao Paulo Forum, so and like getting members involved with that. So whatever degree, but yeah, so that passed. The Transformative Justice National Committee of Grievance Officers passed, which is fantastic because like I don't want to spread any rumors or gossip, but there was a lot of internal fighting and like smear campaigns and all kinds of weird, sketchy stuff going on. So I think having this National Committee of Grievance Officers will, like kind of clean things up a little bit.
Smear campaigns like within DSA, like running for like
on Twitter
leadership positions, or
Yeah.
what do you?
Yes,
Oh,
to all of your
okay.
questions. It got intense.
DSA is
In other words,
big,
all of
messy
the
bitch.
shits.
We're just a
and
high
all of
school.
the
Yeah.
bits.
Basically, essentially, yeah. So by the end of it, consent agenda, really good stuff. 2 things that got pulled out of it and were discussed were a couple resolutions. One of them was strengthening YDSA, which really just meant paying staff for YDSA, I guess. I don't know. To be honest, I voted against that one because I didn't feel too good about it personally. And then it was 14. We debated 14. We debated the International Socialist Solidarity Amendment, and it did pass. So that was the consent agenda. The stuff that didn't pass were some of the stuff I liked. Well, there was one resolution that was just international committee and mass organizing. And it felt very vague, to be honest. I think a lot of people were not really sure how to feel about that one. So that one didn't really go through. For some reason, Resolution 20, class struggle on the housing terrain, building power in the tenant movement. There were 2 tenant organizing and tenant power resolutions. One failed, one passed. Not really sure why 20 failed. I voted for it, but whatever. And then the last resolution that failed was a socialist horizon, which the wording of it, I'm going back in my notes right now, committed to building political organization independent of the Democratic Party and their capitalist donors, focus on working class power, candidates fulfill following minimum criteria: 1, identify as socialist; 2, commit to using power to build working class politics; 3, advocate for class struggle, be openly against oppression, reform criminal/immigration law enforcement defunding. I don't know. Anyway, just, obviously the shit that like we want as socialists, that failed. So that was cool.
Yeah, no. I was literally
I do not fuck with National. I just I can't do it. I don't have the stomach for that shit.
I mean, like, I was going to put it the exact same way. It's like everything you'd want as a socialist was voted down, and that's...
Did they at least, like, give it, like, a try, or they were just like, nope, we're just not, we're not going to care?
I mean, it was a debate. It was a whole debate, so it was, like, a really intense block of back and forth, and we actually, for our chapter, had a group chat of 40 people.
Oh?
Nearly, pretty much all the delegates. And I think that the last day of debate just so happened to coincidentally be the day, that we would discuss the most contentious fucking, resolutions. So the chat did get a little heated. Not gonna lie, it got a little heated. Everything was friendly and comradely, but comradely? I don't know, comradely.
Close enough.
Right? But it was still good, but it got spicy, especially over 38, for example. That one was hotly debated. So
wasn't there also like a resolution about voting that was like really contentious, like Scottish vote or like Borda?
Joe, I thought you ignored it.
No, I mostly did, but like one of the Boston delegates filled me in on Wednesday on some of the stuff, and then I was like, this makes my head hurt. I need to go pay my mechanic now.
Yeah. So that wasn't a resolution. It was just the rules of the convention. Before going into everything, we had to establish the rules of the convention. And one of those rules was, how are we going to vote for NPC? I think in the past they used different voting methods. Some people wanted to do Borda. Some people wanted to do STV. I personally voted for STV. And I'm pretty okay with the NPC we have, so I'm not going to complain, at least not live.
Nice.
That is the best possible answer to give. I will maybe do that, but like not live.
Yeah.
Also, real quick for the dum-dums in the audience, what is an NPC?
Oh yes, the NPC.
Non-playable character.
Shut up. Yeah.
NPC. The NPC is the National Political Committee, which is the body of folks who carry out the will of the convention. And also, so there are a lot of resolutions I didn't mention that were tabled, and those are the stuff that we didn't get to debate, but will be deliberated amongst the NPC. And like I said, they are the ones who kind of, make sure that nationally DSA is on track with kind of like meeting these goals, and also making sure that these chapters have like resources to achieve their goals and stuff like that. So that's kind of the NPC's role.
And our comrade Matt Miller is now on the NPC.
Yeah.
From Boston.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, big applause for Boston coming through on that one. Although I gotta be honest, the most Boston Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're
soundboard had another update, and now everything's fucking changed again. It took me a minute to find it. Anyways, sorry.
No, you're good.
Congratulations, Matt! Anyways.
I was going to say that the most Boston representation was someone, I can't remember which chapter it was. It was definitely near us in New England, but they had the strongest Boston accent. And it was like, yeah, you, out of everyone who's from Boston, you got the best accent. And you're not even in our chapter. But yeah, so some of the stuff that was tabled, I'm really upset. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to say it. I'm really upset.
Just say
Fuck the haters.
Yeah.
the 8 people who are listening.
So like two of the resolutions that are tabled for DSA to debate are, number one, Resolution 7, which is a socialist slate for the House, which I was in support of. I hope that we consider it. It is what the amendment exactly has to do with DSA running a socialist slate for the House in 2022. I think there was an amendment to it to push it to 2024 because that's apparently, the DSA's vibe is just kind of pushing things off, which is fine. Whatever. And then it's fine. We can wait, several years.
It'll figure itself out.
Yeah.
We can wait until we're like literally experiencing Dante's Inferno, but like worse.
Yeah, or fascist. Who knows? Anyway.
Eco-fascism. It's a great marketing campaign.
And then the other resolution that I was not so happy about being tabled was Resolution 30, a campaign for a democratic socialist party. From the description of it, it's not like... I kind of got like a semi-centrist vibes from it, but that might just be me projecting. Anyway, regardless, kind of in the strong words of Joe Biden, nothing will change. So
Nothing will fundamentally change.
So I mean, like the rhetoric around us not having our own party and not pushing things and not doing whatever, from the electoral organizers who have the superior say because they are organizers. They were essentially saying that, DSA is just not ready for a third party. We're just not there yet. And I'm like, great. Okay, that's optimistic.
We got a really full work schedule this week, and then I got to take my wife to the doctor, and then,
My
my
wife
cat has a
Well,
vet
to be
appointment.
fair, they're not wrong in
My
the sense that
betrothed.
DSA is not ready.
Yeah, they aren't fucking
Pointing that
ready.
out.
That's like,
No.
honestly, that is where the DSA falls completely short of like traditional Marxist-Leninist principles. They're just unwilling to like run as socialists.
Yeah, that's true. I was in the electoral working group last cycle, and that was the thing that irritated the shit out of us. Is that like about half the candidates like, no, we're not comfortable calling ourselves socialists. It's like, why? What's the fucking point then?
Fuck you bitches scared of. Come on.
It's like, what's the fucking point if you don't want to call yourself a socialist? Like, you understand, like, the S in DSA is socialist, right?
Yeah.
It's literally in the title.
Yeah, so actually...
Yep.
Democratic of America. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I got really upset because there was a constitution and bylaw change. It was CB 8, and the title of it is Defining the Role of DSA's National Political Platform. And I thought our political platform was rad as hell. It's like 20 pages, sure, kind of long, but it's super thorough, and it defines a lot of the work that is already being done in DSA. And I felt like it was like a really strong intersectional guideline for like what it means to be in DSA, right? And not surprisingly, there were people who were in disagreement of having a national political platform because,
Because it's authoritarian.
I'm getting like secondhand pissed off, so.
Yeah. And I'm not going to name names, and this might be too gossipy of me, but I'm still kind of peeved about
Just go
it.
for it. We'll send.
No, don't say names.
No. I wouldn't say names. I wouldn't dare. Just one comrade said that that the political platform was too long, and that was the problem with it. Is that's just a lot of reading, and I was like, "Are you?"
Aww.
You put
So
in the
what?
effort to go to the convention, and you don't want to read.
I feel like. Never mind. I'm not going to share my feelings.
Ableist.
Hey, if you say it's rad as hell, I trust you,
Ableist to force me to read.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That's why you.
I'm telling
That's why
you
you
guys.
get the text to speech.
This is the kind of
Text-to-speech
bullshit that I
option.
hear from internet
Idiots.
leftists.
Yeah. The dumb
It's like,
dumb
that's
left.
why I do like there's fucking narrations out there.
It's real.
Just listen to
Yeah. Exactly. That's most of the theory that I've read was listened to because most of it is public domain. And
I've
you
literally
can find it
once
very
a week
easily.
put
And I
out a
listen to
fucking
Jesse's shit,
segment.
yeah.
where I
Yeah.
narrate theory.
Hell, we could, like, if you're willing, maybe we could do something where somebody reads the fucking thing. 20
Yeah.
pages, only take like a couple minutes, so.
Oh yeah, I could. That's like one. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
And then no, like record it, and then Jesse, when you're editing it, put it on like 1.5 speed or 2 speed.
No, if it's 20 pages, so I have to put it on like.
5 speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just make it its own, like, little
It would just sound like a side wave.
I just want to say that I have in my notes May 31st was when I wrote down all of these resolutions and all of this bullshit, and I thoroughly examined my options, and I thoroughly, did my own kind of, okay, what is this caucus doing? What's this caucus doing? Kind of looking into stuff deliberately. And I get the vibe that some people don't do that kind of work, and they just kind of go into it with already aligning themselves to a caucus. And so when I was asking people like really hard questions, like, okay, well, if you don't agree with like this resolution that I agree with, how can we find common ground on this thing? And the more I kind of tried to like talk to them, it sounded like they didn't actually know what the resolution said. And what that meant to me is like, there are people who are voting who literally are not reading this stuff as thoroughly as they should be. They're just aligned by their caucus. And it's...
Oh my God, yeah. It's
They're
literally
kind of
like
that. Taking a party line.
It's that situation, that cartoon with the
That's
guy
the problem
who
we
picked up
already
a flag
have
on
with the
ground.
Democrats. But then
The guy
they don't
that
read
picks
their
up
own
a
fucking
flag
bills.
that says Team A, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And then some guy walks by on the other side of the street holding a flag that says Team B, and he's like, "Hi." And the first guy's like, "Wow, fuck that guy."
Here's what kind of is mind-blowing to me, right? What you're describing is a process of democratic centralism, and adopting like a common national platform is the epitome of a democratic centralist implementation. So like doing away with that negates the purpose of debating this shit and then implementing it on a chapter level. So what the fuck is the point?
The point of what?
All of it.
It just seems like you're utilizing the worst elements of democratic centralism if you don't have a coherent organization-wide political agenda, but individual chapters are still forced to implement reforms that are voted on by attendees of the National Convention.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be a cohesive, this is the line that we take, here's our program, here's our demands. Now we make sure that we have the same demands everywhere. That's what the point of this shit is.
Well, the demands are 20 pages long, Jesse, so...
So nobody's gonna read them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too prescriptive.
20 pages. Whatever will we do?
We did our job too hard.
I was like, if you're not down to read 20 pages of like your own organization's like...
This is like freshman English class, for fuck's sake. Like 20 pages is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a Stephen King short story.
And honestly, I found it very interesting. I enjoyed reading it. Then again, I'm, the Trotskyist who can't enjoy anything. So
no, I'm totally with you on that.
Whoever said that is.
I was at like the local chapters convention 2019, and I was all over that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Wait, Binx, did somebody call you a Trotskyist who can't whatever you just said?
No. I was just I saw a tweet. It wasn't about me at all, but I'm an egoist. But it
the Communist Manifesto is 23 pages. So
wow, they clearly didn't read that. Well, based on their politics, they probably didn't read it anyway. But
listen. This is how long the actual political platform is. This is on the national website.
Yes.
Our platform: deepening and strengthening democracy, abolition of the carceral state, abolition of white supremacy, powerful labor movement, economic justice, gender and sexuality justice, Green New Deal, health justice, housing for all, international solidarity, and immigration justice.
Are you looking at the PDF?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's 20 pages, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all. That's the thing is that it's all shit that like a basic ass like socialist would just be behind, right? Like I feel in my my heart and my mind and my soul that like, hey man,
this is basic
that's yeah. Like I didn't have any problems
shit,
with
man.
it.
This is the pumpkin spice latte of socialism, motherfuckers. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is like. That took me maybe 10 seconds to get through. Everything else just expands on those points.
That's true.
It's not like you have to know, like, fucking calculus to figure out, like, what's in here. It says it at the beginning.
Not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're also, it's like, oh, it's too prescriptive. We can't enforce members to
I hate to do left.
Then why are we doing this?
Like way of like talking about things. It's like, no, you lay it out like A to B to C.
Yeah.
I really like the shit in here, actually.
I know. See, that's the fucking thing. I was so into it, and I thought like, oh hell yeah, this is so cool. Like I thought everyone else was gonna be into it, and then yeah, motherfuckers, like it's 20 pages.
Who would disagree with this? Who wouldn't have a problem with this?
I'm like, if you're disagreeing with a political platform that was drafted by like socialists that represents or is supposed to represent a socialist organization, then maybe, buddy, you're not a fucking socialist.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they actually get into the specifics of like international solidarity, like they talk about having. Sorry, my boogers are.
You did a little Zizek
my
there.
speech organs.
Why we don't have nice things.
Little bit of Zizek.
Like this, and for instance, end nationalistic posturing towards China, like we were talking about that earlier, end sanctions on food and medicine. So, like, a lot of this shit does affect Venezuela, Cuba, Iran, close Guantanamo Bay, pull out of Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and Yemen. Like, are there people who you know what?
It is mildly surprising that, like,
the answer is yes. There are people who think that they're socialists who think that, we still need to be America, world police. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I already am eating from the trash can all the time.
No.
I think, like, part of it is, like, I'm not going to say which caucus in particular, but
I'm perfectly happy to say which one it was.
Close.
Which one do you think it is, Joe? I'll give you $5 if you guess correctly.
Joseph.
You get $5.
Joseph. Thanks. My God. Jesse leaves us all in. I love it.
Which one? I didn't even hear it. That's not fair.
Bread and roses.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I said
cancel me. Cancel me. I'm a dumbass.
I am happy to
Are
give
they,
you
like-
the cover to just say what you don't want to say.
What's that, Jesse?
I said, are they like the Kropotkin caucus or something?
There's some shit I want to tell you, but I don't want to tell you on pod, so.
They're like,
Yeah,
no,
no, please message
Marxist
me.
Caucus that isn't really a Marxist caucus.
Yeah, they say they're Marxist because they're labor organizers, but they're not Marxist in their theory of change, I suppose. So, like, the people who...
It's Marxist language, but, like, it's pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Anyway,
I mean, it's already, the beans have been spilled, the tea has been spilled, whatever the fuck, but, like, they were the people, it's where Lee Carter came from, so.
Who's Lee Carter?
He was the
why?
fake socialist
Oh.
in whatever
Virginia.
state.
Are you talking about that
Virginia.
redhead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a total fucking, he's a hack. He's a progressive hack.
Oh, Virginia State House.
He's running for
Lee
governor.
Carter.
It's gonna be
I'm
hilarious.
sorry, but it was like not hard to see through that facade.
Yeah. And he was accused
Try
of
harder.
abuse, domestic
It's
abuse.
gonna be
Actually,
hilarious
don't.
when he gets
I
crushed.
kind
in
of
the-
like
in
the
gubernatorial
transparency,
primary.
but
No, yeah, like I say, it's always better for people to be what they are.
yeah.
You know, I was personally pretty infuriated to find out. So, like, Jamal Bowman is a DSA member apparently, and signed on a bill, a defense bill that, you know, essentially gives committed mass amount of money to Israel to support its military and essentially strong-arming countries who are a part of the Arab Boycott League or something. You know, they're like Arab nations that have decidedly and consistently been boycotting Israel. And also, oh yeah, fun fact, the bill also, like, words statehood, Palestinian statehood, as, like, terrorism. So that's super exciting. And for, like, a DSA member to, like, sign that, you know, like Jamal Bowman, like, I don't know. That just really...
No, you have a right to criticize your
I'll say
comrade.
on your behalf, fuck that guy and fuck anybody who
No,
runs
that sucks.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
that's why we
as
had
a DSA
like,
member. Like, honestly, some of the statements that have been put out by, like, Ocasio-Cortez,
The squad, just say the squad.
the squad members. Fuck them.
great.
Like, if I wasn't already in the DSA, that would have turned me off from joining the DSA.
Fuck
Yeah.
them.
I think we really need to sever whatever ties we have to the Democratic Party. Like, I've been saying that since I joined the org, but there are people who are still thoroughly convinced that the best way to do is from the inside.
Bro.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's
wrong?
they have this weird, like, kind of top down image or vision in their mind, and I think it's, like, regressive and bad, and I just, like, don't agree with it. But I hate myself enough to know that I want to be at next time's convention in 2023, and I will bear the same misery that I that I took on this past time, and I will.
We need people like you.
So you're enough of a masochist to want to preserve your position to suffer.
Yeah.
It'll be in person and much, much hotter.
We need people like you. Like, that's, I fully admit, I do not have the stomach for Democratic Party bullshit. I just don't. It makes me so mad.
Fuck.
The reason that Joe has the news segment is because, like,
he can stomach the news.
Yeah, like he can read those headlines and not just immediately like face plant off of a building. Like I don't have a television. Do that. I completely isolate myself from all of the bullshit that most people just consume as if it's a non-ideological, non-biased,
believe me,
relaying pure information.
For me, I do it while I'm at work, so I'm already in the mindset of I fucking hate all of this. I want to kill someone. So like,
if I see it at all, that's where I see it.
Be able to wade through the shit.
Yeah, seriously, Joe.
Can we get you one?
Yeah, mutual aid fund. Go fund me.
I would throw down.
Get Joe a therapist.
Come on, it's a reason to sign up for a Patreon.
Therapist, but like.
We'll get you another one.
So I don't have to go to work.
You a second therapist.
Yeah.
We'll get your therapist a therapist.
Yeah.
Also, for the listener,
I mean, I think he does kind of be a therapist because, like, explain how like politics are going, and it's like his brain is just broken. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. Everything is all fucked."
For the listener, if you need to deprogram your brain, if you're of the same political persuasion, if you're down with the Marx. The Marxy man.
Marxy man.
Get down with the Marxism.
Our working group does have a peer support group.
Just did one.
And hopefully
it was great.
You will join us.
It was,
and we can just do some wholesome comradely deprogramming and talk about some ways that you can protect yourself from the brainworms.
The liberalizing effect.
I suggest myself to the brainworms so that everybody else on the pod doesn't have to deal with the brainworms.
Everybody else got to deal with the brainworms. All right. One last thing. We should wrap up. This has been great.
Then we will get you the link to the.
One last thing, though, and this is insider baseball information, listener. No, sorry. But according to the national survey at DSA, like most DSA members make a medium of $60K a year. That's 49%. They make 24% make $100K or more, and only 9%. Or basically only 10% make less than $20K a year.
Hey,
we are the working class.
When I made that.
Yeah. And I just have to say, because I was going to have some questions about that, but what you described kind of answered my questions, because, as I've said, not really on this podcast, but like proximity capital has a liberalizing effect, and you can see what's happening, so.
Proximity capital.
The proximity to capital. How much money you have, how many assets you have.
No, I like proximity capital. It's like...
Maybe it could be the episode title.
I think, proximity capital.
Shit, motherfuckers, we've been talking for a while. This is very, very, very good and very revealing. Very, I want to say therapeutic, maybe not. I don't know. Anyways.
It is.
Yep.
All right.
Bad. It is. Just is.
Too bad.
Next convention, we'll get our third party, guys.
Yeah.
Next one.
I mean,
we'll get our workers' party.
If I got it,
in 2024.
The next one.
You want to be in the next one, Joe? Ooh, ambitious boy.
I do actually want to go to the next convention.
I would deploy Joe.
Boy, they all said.
I will deploy the Joe to the convention.
Boy. Anyways, that's Warren Zevon. My name is Scott.
Zevon. Sorry.
Get it all out, everybody. All right. My name is Scott. You can follow me on SoundCloud and on Bandcamp at Sweaty Wife. That's where you can find some of my music. I gotta make some more. I gotta release some more. I've been busy. It's been a busy month. It will be, at least. I'm on Instagram at Sweaty Wife, Twitter and Letterboxd at Death Mullet. Our guest Binx.
Sure, yeah, you could just find me on Twitter because I never fucking leave. And the handle is Viva La Binx. And I'll pass it on
Quite
to
possibly
Joe.
the funniest Twitter page on the internet right now. I mean, I was laughing my ass up this morning at it.
That's quite an endorsement, Joe. We love
Thank
it.
you.
Where can we find you?
There was no joy.
Is there ever any joy?
Joe, where can we find you? Stop!
Is there ever any joy?
What the fuck?
Don't yell at me.
Sorry, everybody.
I just started it.
I did. I apologize. Go.
Joe. In the game.
Yes.
Joe, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at JLFB1996. Oh, fuck. And you can find me on Twitter.
Joe, did you forget your own birthday?
No, kind of. No. Maybe.
We love him, folks. Anyways.
Unfortunately, I've been spending a bit more time on Twitter. A little bit. You can find me there at JLFB96. Mainly complaining about baseball and how much the Democrats suck. Because they really do.
Suck 'em.
They're fucking everything up and just not giving a shit. At least the
Kyrsten
Republicans are like,
Sinema.
yeah, we kind of want you to die, but we don't care. Like, I can respect that.
We kind of want
Like,
you
I
to die,
you
but we don't care.
Damn,
that is
bruh.
some real fucking nihilistic shit right there. We
I can
want you
respect
to die,
Mr. Connell being like,
We
I want
kind
you
of
to
want
die
you
in a
to
ditch,
but we
and
don't
I'm going
care.
to be very explicit about that.
awesome.
I can respect that degree of honesty.
It's awesome. Yeah, we love him.
I feel like that was funnier for me than it was for everyone else. Because it was like the apex of just these really fucking heavy slams. Like, the band is called Decomposition of Entrails. And Joe was just like, we kind of want you to die. It's just like, brain, dun, 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 brain, dun, dun.
Die in a ditch.
Well, I served to entertain,
Alright.
so mission accomplished.
Lurf.
Lurf.
Hey.
Leif
Hey, y'all.
Erikson. Where can we find you? Besides myths and legends.
Well, Scott, you actually can't find me anywhere. That is the truth. I'm Ellie. I'm Ellie, and you can't find me anywhere. But have a headmate named Chava, which is spelled Chava, V like Victor. I should figure out a full military spelling thing for her name. And she does the psychic readings.
And Gelad His eyes uncovered!
You
Yeah,
can go.
that's what used to happen.
Yep.
But
you can go to her website, which is readings by Chava,
yeah,
and just send her a message.
yeah. Crowd loves it.
Get your psyche read and all that.
Loud? Poor people
Yep.
are really, really loud.
Sliding scale.
I
What?
like her with
And I'm Jesse. You can find my music on soundcloud.com/contingentboston. Remember, hit up comrade-rosie.org. Just like getting involved. Choose one or more mutual aid groups to donate your time, labor, and or money to, because people really need your help right now. And
Baby.
you can donate to
Baby.
Austin Bright Mutual Aid on PayPal.
Yeah.
PayPal.me/AB Mutual Aid. And we now have our Venmo up and running.
Oh,
And our handle is @AB Mutual Aid.
get some mamans.
Mad props to the financial subcommittee for successfully
Capital.
implementing a decentralized finance
Greenbacks.
oversight. So we fucking did it.
Yeah.
Mad
Capital.
props to us.
Others.
Love ya.
Funds. Bills.
Yeah, the most communist shit.
Give
us some money.
Money to the fucking mutual aid group. But don't forget to go to patreon.com/African Cruelty.
That's right. We're on
Yeah.
YouTube.
And we are on
YouTube.
YouTube and Facebook. And you
And
can also
TikTok.
find...
We're
Sorry,
on
I don't know what
TikTok
I
now.
Yeah.
You
I don't
can
know why,
find us
but
on
TikTok-
Facebook, YouTube,
I don't know why, but TikTok makes
Hey,
me
Instagram, and Twitter at Epic Incredulity. And also, we are on fucking, what is it called? Tik2.
What is it the kids
And
are calling
also,
it these
we are
days?
on TikTok.
TikTok.
And also, we are on the what? Remember when it was supposed to be banned?
Oh yeah, because China.
We're on the Satan Chinese platform TikTok at Epic Incredulity again. As I said in my pop punk voice earlier, I know pump. I can't fucking talk. That's horrible. Anyways. Patreon.com at Epic Incredulity to get all the bonus materials and access to our Discord. We will be very friendly to you.
We will.
You can look at Jesse.
We will totally not make fun
multiple
of you.
cats.
So many cats.
I mean,
other cats too.
Yeah, there's just a lot of cats around.
Yeah.
In this podcast,
what can I say?
You got to look around.
Just like cats.
All cats are beautiful.
Lennon liked them.
No, not all cats.
Joe,
yes.
Fucking shut up.
Are you talking about your curmudgeonly cats?
You talking shit about hairless cats? Come at me.
Actually,
what? Wait a minute. You never expressed.
I also find them kind of.
Yes, I have.
You have?
Oh, maybe I haven't. I know Hava has.
What one of you has?
They kind of skeeved me out a little bit.
I don't remember.
They do. That is why not all cats.
Hairless cats
can't go in the sun for too long, which seems like a weird limitation to have as a cat.
Yeah.
Well, you leave them inside.
Given that's like all cats really do is like hang out in the sun and lick themselves.
And kill themselves.
And kill themselves. According to Scott.
I'm kidding. Cats don't kill themselves.
New developments.
All cats are beautiful.
Dialectical materialism.
Yeah. Remember, all cats are fucking beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Except for the hairless.
And every week we say butt tank
Joe.
Butt tank Joe.
We say shut up Joe.
Butt tank Joe. Yeah, there's that
Triumphant.
that video of that hairless chunk who jumps out of the bathtub. He's awesome. A favorite.
Awesome. We won. Anyways, that's your BPOC. What the fuck is the name of our show?
That's your BPOC.
I fucked everything up.
That's your bebop.
We've just been off tonight. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's the EPOC. Punch me in the face, Mark.
You know, I'm trying to do that for real.
Anyways, that's, yes, there we go. It's over.
I hope those geese don't explode. That would be bad.
I mean, they are just shitting all over the place, and that does kind
shitting
of
all
feel like
over
an
the place.
explosion.
Before we go, I do want to. There's one thing that I want to say. Lake Chargagagog, Manchagagog, Charbunagungamav.
What?
It's that lake that's in Wales or whatever.
No, that's actually in Massachusetts.
I mean Massachusetts.
I just wanted to see if I could say that, honestly.
You did it. You did it.
Like Northwestern Mouse.
That's it, folks.